Hello again, folks. This is that one guy that does videos, and this is a mod that I'm doing that's by another guy who does videos. I guess his name is Max Light.
Select your character.
And this is the SA2B mod. It replaces Sonic, Knuckles, and Gamma with Shadow, Rouge, and Eggman respectively. And here's Shadow and Rouge butting heads. So yeah, it's an alright mod. This is Max Light's mod that he did just before the Chaotix mod. And I'm not too sure about this one. It has the same problem where whenever people do a Shadow mod, they usually have him saying Chaos Control whenever doing a Lightspeed Dash. But like, why? Shadow has done the Lightspeed Dash before. And also there's this thing where you can do multiple homing attacks in the air. I don't get why that's there either. But I'll tend not to use that because that's going to be cheating in the expert mode. But yeah, I don't know why people do Chaos Control over that. I mean, they're clearly distinctive moves. But you know what? Whatever. And I can bet you that this mod has also made Shadow do the Lightspeed Dash with a jump cancel. I didn't try it out during my test run and during this playthrough, but I can bet you Max Light did that. Oh yeah, and about this boss, nothing's changed. Even with no mods, even with no additional mods, I mean. Like, there are still rings here.
Hey, I'll play with you some other time.
So, yeah, that's kind of boring.
What's the matter? What are you waiting for?
Rouge sounds a lot more manly now. Anyway, here's Twinkle Park. Just forget Sky Chase. Nothing's changed there, obviously. Here I'm playing with the texture mod with Rooftop Run over Twinkle Park. It's like the only one texture mod I've found so far for upcoming Sonic stages. Hopefully I'll find some more. Right now this is all we got. Oh yeah, and you still need a large amount of rings in order to clear that gap. You can go through there without the cart since the gate wasn't there at the beginning. And he even put up springs just so you can go through this without a cart. But the thing is that the stage suffers from if you don't have a cart, you're gonna have to go through some serious camera issues. And that's really what plagues this episode so much, is that camera issues are so large around here. And also you have to lose the cart there. So like, why should you ever not use a cart here? Yeah, that was the thing. I was probably a bit too harsh in that one mod video where all the creator had to do was just remove this one camera. But that's the past anyway. Here right after the roller coaster ends, the main path is blocked off, so you have to go around, and the platform that was back there is gone too. You won't find that out unless you die. So yeah, trial and error. Oh yeah, and here's another switch puzzle. Here, because I'm using a different EXE, this path of rings was supposed to be over a bottomless pit. But since I'm using a different EXE, that geometry is still there, so yeah, I'm just going to pretend it's gone. And pretend that I don't have a way back. Because I'm trying not to cheat here. Yeah, in my test playthrough, I didn't go through this part. I just assumed everything was K. And I don't feel like re-recording. Because the next stage is where the mod decides to stop playing around. This is just me being bad, because I've messed that up 3 times in a row. So yeah, here's the new switch that you have to hit. And this is more apparent here and in the next stage, and possibly even more coming up. Don't hit the switch more than once, please. Otherwise the rocket will be gone and you will have to backtrack. And if it was along the path that was one way, like you have no other way to get to it, then yeah, you might as well just die. Or if you haven't hit any checkpoints, then you'll have to restart the whole stage again. This stage is a big offender of that. If you hit a switch more than once, and checkpoints are very sparse here. You really need to be careful here. Like, the stage is speed highway, but you want to go as slow as possible. Except when you actually need to speed up. Or when the game forces you to speed up. I think there's something blocking you on that path right there. But anyway, don't go on that helicopter just yet. I mean, even if you do, you can just get back easily, so. But basically, there's that rocket that you usually take it's another switch puzzle. And yeah, this is what I don't like about this part. You gotta backtrack. Not backtrack legitimately, but you have to go back on paths in which the camera is locked in front of you, so you don't know where you're going. So you better hope that you know what you're doing ahead of time. Otherwise, you might as well just die. I had to lose that. I meant to lose that on purpose because I didn't want this to be messed up. Because once ring trails are gone, they're gone. Make sure you hit that once. Make sure you hit switches once. And now just go back on the regular path again. So yeah, camera issues happen a lot in both Speed Highway and Twinkle Park. You really don't want to mess up here. Oh yeah, and defeat every enemy you can, because you might end up having to backtrack to a certain point, and you don't want enemies in your face. Especially ones that are right by a bottomless pit. Now here, this makes this jump easier, but if you go down there, you have a checkpoint, but the jump is harder. So yeah, yet again another switch puzzle, and this time we're going into Tails' section of the stage. Not too far into the Tails' section. And here I don't like that enemy, not at all, because this guy just runs straight towards you. And you have very little reaction time. I've lost so many playthroughs because of that guy. Yeah, since I didn't hit a checkpoint at all, I would have restarted the entire stage. Like, I would remove that enemy completely, because that's just a dick move. Not even jumping in midair after getting hit would save you. But yeah, here I am just taking care of the enemies, because I don't want any problems. I don't want to accidentally hit a switch twice. Going fast is one thing, taking your time and not screwing up is another. And you must have saw that rocket earlier. That one is not activated by a switch. You can go on that as many times as you want. So yeah, this time it's not one way. So if you accidentally did hit that switch twice, you can just go back. But it's alright. Now here, this section's not so bad. Just more helicopters. Sure, you might get hit a few times, but there are rings just everywhere. So you should be fine. And then after that, pretty simple. So I'm not sure if I said this already, but this is where stages start to become a lot more unforgiving. Stages are only gonna get harder from here. Yeah. This part isn't difficult, it's just Sonic Adventure's physics are like, eh. Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure there's no geometry edits in this stage, so playing a mod like this is alright. before we go, there's one more switch puzzle, which really isn't a puzzle at all, so... But I don't have anything else to call it, so... Eh. So there's the rocket you activate, and here's the end.
Yes.
So yeah, this episode wasn't all that interesting,
Yeah,
but...
not bad.
Hey! So we'll see you guys next time.